Hey crafty friends, it's Rena, and I am coming to you with a design team project for Tresors de Luxe. A couple of weeks ago, I received a beautiful rack from Judy Garner. Judy Garner. I'm going to call her Judy Garner. Anyway, Judy sent me a beautiful package, and one of the things she sent me was this lovely dress form. And although she is lovely, she needs some assistance with making her more shabby. She is a very beautiful base to work with, but I will be doing some more shabby work to her. Now, she sent me another dress form, a larger one, that was actually more embellished than this one. And when I got my Tresors design team package, I decided I wanted to alter her up. So, I used quite a bit of laces. Some of them I used all I had, but I did want to show you this particular lace, which I am massively in love with. I was actually afraid with what I wanted to do with this, I would have to use it all up, but I have a substantial piece left, probably about 18 inches, so I'll be able to get probably a couple of mini album pockets out of this, and it is just gorgeous. One of the other things that I used, I received 2 of these beautiful layered lace fabric flowers, and these are actually sewn. So all I did was take my little X-Acto knife and I just, cut where the stitching went and separated this into all the different pieces that it comes with. And so I used it differently than the flower, and I will show you that. So it's a big project. Let me bring it in. All right. Now let me pull back. Let me get my stuff all organized at the top. Okay. Ta-da! Let's turn it like that. This is my altered dress form. And Judy, what do you think? I made it into a what I think is a very beautiful angel dress form. So I'm going to start here at the bottom and show you that I used one of those heart-shaped jars as my base. And I just layered some pearls in there, and then I put one of those gorgeous Tresors flowers. There is one right here. Very beautiful flower with bling, and I just tucked it into the bottle, and so it sits nicely. I wasn't sure if all the laces were going to cover it up. It does, but I know it's in there and it's beautiful. Okay, this dress form's a little bit heavy, and I may have to figure out a better way to adhere it to the bottle. But as you can see, there are beautiful laces. Now this lace back here in the back was lace that came with this design team package, and then this lace here came in a different design team package, and this was some that I had left over. And I did also this pretty little trim here. This is like one of my favorites. I absolutely adore this little lace trim, and that is also from Tresors. So let me turn this around, and I have one of the gorgeous flowers that I just showed you in the bottle right here on the edge. And I just layered some seam binding and some lace to give it that shabby look. And then it goes all the way around the back with the different laces. Then as we come up, this real pretty, I don't know what you call this part, but that was already on the dress form. And I just thought it was absolutely stunning and gorgeous. All these layers were also already on here, as was this beautiful trim here in the middle. So I cut apart another one of the laces and I put this pretty, what I wanted to kind of look like a belt in a way, to accentuate the waist. And then, of course, there is a gorgeous Tresors bling. OMG, this one is super beautiful. It's got a little hint of gold, and it's got that, I don't know what you call it, like the Northern Lights. What do they call that? Somebody out there screaming it at me, I know, but you guys know what I mean. But this is absolutely a stunning bling piece that I put there. And I wanted it to come down to where the V was, but I also wanted it kind of in the middle of the belt, so that's where I put it. Then up here, I had purchased some of this. This has always been my absolute favorite trim Tresors has ever had. And it's got this bow. And it comes in a, you can get it in whatever size you want. And the bows, it's a trim. It just goes on and on and on. And it's got this beautiful dangle lace from it. And I had used it on one of Ryanna's other projects. And I had 3 pieces left over. So I was like, oh, that would make a great sleeve. So I put one there. And there's one over on this side as well. I'm going to open up my window and see if I can get some better. I think that is better. Okay. So then as we come up here, I just layered some pearls for a necklace. And then there was a bow actually underneath this where this butterfly was, and I cut the bow off. I didn't like it. So I added this Rene Bouquet butterfly right there at the top. Now, this back part, this is how I kind of created wings. And this is where I cut up the flower, and I used the different layers. I used some other Tresors scrap laces that I had left over, and I just layered them. I tucked the feathers in between, and it's just not, because of the way I have it glued, it's just not, I'm not going to be able to show you very well. You can see here a little bit of the flower, and then this is some lace scraps that I had. Okay, so when I got done with all of that, I was like, ooh, the back looks kind of bad. Although the back is not going to show, I still wanted it to look finished. So this is what I did. I took this lace and I fanned it out. And I hot glued, the pleats. And then I added this other gorgeous bling piece from Tresors on the back. And I used this piece before on a couple of Ryanna's other projects for her playhouse. And of course, this is going in her playhouse. And then underneath, I used the last of the bow trim that I had. And then you could see the other laces that I used for the wings. So there you go. That is my design team project for Tresors de Luxe. And I have to tell you guys, this so massively evolved. I was just going to add some laces at the bottom, and that was it. And as I started going through all my Tresors goodies, I was like, oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. Oh, look at this. And I actually had another project lined up to kind of go with this, because this was going to be a real simple project. But then it got way more elaborate. And I just love it. I think it's beautiful for Ryanna's little house. Thank you, Judy, so much for this beautiful canvas to work with. And I hope you're pleased with what I did to it. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope you will head over to Tresors. I will put the link in the description box down below for the Etsy store, the web store, and the Facebook page. So everybody have a happy scrappy day. I will also, well, everything will be in the description box down below. Thanks for watching. Take care. Hope you enjoyed my project. Bye-bye.